Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I can tell already I've got a bit of a lag. I can tell already I've got a bit of a lag. And I've got a lovely shadow on the surface here today because it's sunny out and my office is brightly lit with sunshine right now. So I apologize for that. There's nothing I could do except for, I don't know, turn off the sun. But that's not going to happen. So when you get here, be sure to let me know you're here in the chat. And I'm going to wait a couple of minutes to let everybody see the notification and get into the room before we get started. But please say hello. Just realized I did not print any of my forms that I fill out of who purchases what. So I gotta get those done. While we're waiting, I'll get one of those printed. We are getting unseasonably warm weather here in Michigan right now. Yesterday we hit 49. Currently, today we're at 48. I'm hoping to see 50 degrees today. I was out this morning with our dog and soaking in the sunshine instead of standing there freezing for the first time this year. That was kind of nice. Again, let me know when you arrive in the chat so I can say hello. And I apologize for those of you that are about to hear my printer. I don't know that it's going to come up really loud, but it is going to be printing a couple of pages for me. Because I just have the one. And again, that's just my printer. Let's see. Okay. If you're here, leave me a comment in the chat so I can say hello. It says there's people here. You're all just being bashful. Hi, Danielle. Glad you could join us. Just getting some last minute prep done here. I forgot to print my recording form that I used to write down purchases. And we're just waiting for people to say hello. Is it warm and sunny where you're at today? Hi, Doria. Thanks for joining me, ladies. $70. I was hoping to hit $50 today. $70 sounds wonderful. Doria, you're about the same weather we're having. The sunshine is so nice today. I just said earlier that I went outside to take my dog out, and I ended up hauling out a patio chair and the cushions and getting that all set up. I'm so used to going out with him and saying, hurry, hurry, it's cold out here, let's go back inside. And today, we got to linger and bask in the sunlight for few minutes, and that kind of energized me and got me going. It was kind of nice. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started with some smaller items that I've got. Some different products than what I've been showing here in the past. Some new stuff. May not necessarily be new products, but it's new to what I'm selling. Current products. Let's put it that way. So for starters, I wanted to remind everybody to hit the subscribe button, the thumbs up if you like what you're seeing here, and send a link out to your friends and have them join us. Got some great specials and deals going on, and the more the merrier. So don't be afraid to have share that link with your crafting friends. Trying to think what else. There was something else I wanted to tell you. Well, I guess it's gone. If I think of it, I'll be sure to tell you. Okay, the first item that I have up, these are really handy. They're a mini funnel tray. And what they're used for is when you're working with small items that tend to spill, or if they're round beads or anything that could roll away or make a mess, embossing powder, anything that you want to contain while you're crafting. These are really nice to have on hand. Now they come in larger sizes, but this is the mini funnel tray is what it's called. And how it works is, well, I was going to open one and I can't do that without tearing off the header piece there. So I'll just explain it. The tray itself is rounded corners so that when you want to fill something back in to its original container, you can either dump it out of the corner like that, or if it's something that you really need to focus on a small container, you can use the funnel on the end. It has a cap, and all you do is unscrew that and then tap everything down to that end and dump it back into the container. Now these, trying to see what that says, dual size knobs for pouring back into container. I'm not sure what that means by dual, because there's only one. Anyway, those are available for $2.99. I have 3 of them available. So those will go to the first 3 that claim them. And let me go ahead and put that in. And they are mini funnel trays. And that's in. Can't beat the price for them, and it's just a really handy gadget to have on hand. Very useful. Hi, Cindy. Oh, Doria, that sounds like a fun project. Things have been good all week, Cindy. We've had a lot of nice weather, warmer weather. It hasn't been sunny every day like today is, but the last 2 days have been. And I don't know about you ladies, but when it gets this time of year, the sunshine is so appreciated because it just energizes. I soak in that vitamin D and it gives me a boost of energy that I haven't had all winter, or most of it anyway. Oh, Cindy, sorry to hear that. Okay, so I have Cindy down for one of the funnel trays. That means two are still going to be available. Alrighty. And next up I have, I'm going to need to look close here. I have two of the Graphic 45 large craft tag albums. These are $6 each. They come with, it says 6 pieces, so it's 5 of the tags, and then the ring, what are those called? Gosh, my memory today. The ring is used to hold them together. They have these really nice grommets at the top of the tag. A metal, kind of an aged brass color. Ring binders, that's what those are called. And I don't have those centered very well. Gotta keep looking at my screen on the other side over here. There we go. Those are from Graphic 45. They are a large craft tag album. And I have 2 available, and those are in. Yes, brass eyelets, Cindy, that's correct. The thing I like about these the most is how long they are. Allows you to make other kinds of things with them as well. You can take those with a bone folder, and I like to score them where this round corner and this round corner would meet up, so about halfway. And then that makes a folding element that you can put in an album. And then this part I score right across where that curve, and that becomes a little flap that you can use to make like a little portfolio type thing in your albums. They're fun. They're not chipboard weight, but they are a thick, heavy cardstock weight. Probably about the same material that a manila envelope, folder. About that weight. They're kind of heavy. I'll take one out. Yeah, they're heavier than typical cardstock. I would say file folder weight. Okay, so there's 2 of those available. Cindy, I have you down for one. That was the G45. All right, so one of those will be available. Sorry, I'm making noise trying to get my crate that I put stuff in set up here. Makes it easy if I can just drop the sold items right into this box system that I have. Okay, next up I have another, these are journaling tags, and these are number 10 size. Let me turn it sideways so you can see the whole length. And they are, if I turn it the right way here, they are 9 by 4. And these are in black from Dilutions by Ranger. These are also $6 a pack. You get 10 in the package. And again, I think these are the same thickness, consistency as what the craft ones were. And those are in. These are fun to use, the white gel pens on. I do journaling in my albums and use the white gel pens on these. Gives a different look. Okay, those will all be available still. And next up, I have one of these left. This is the Frank Garcia Memory Hardware. Now, these are chipboard. There's 12 in the package, and they're called Artisan Adhesive Tags. And what that means is they have a sticker sheet on the back of them that you peel off. So these can be applied as an element right onto a page or an album cover, and then you peel the sticky backing sheet off of here to reveal the adhesive. So once you've done your artwork on here, peel it off and it'll stick right down onto your project. Those are $6.99. And I've hit my box here. That's the last one I have available. Okay, Cindy. Those are in. These are fun to do, just little artwork, altered art or that type of thing. Because they are heavy, they hold up really well. Makes a nice, easy gift to do for someone. If you're here and watching and you haven't said hello, let me know you're here by leaving a comment for me. Okay, no takers, those will still be available. Next up, I've got some Tim Holtz products available. These are the swivel clasps. And these make the coolest closures for mini albums. They also work really nice for on the binding if you want to do dangling charms or beadwork or that type of thing. They have a jump ring on the end that you open, and you can just simply punch a hole and wire that through there. But my favorite way to use them is to close mini albums. Looks very cool. Okay, so those are $4.99 each. And I have 3 available. And those are in. Okay, Cindy, I have you down for 1. Two will still be available. Next up, I have the Tim Holtz Ideology Story Sticks. I have 2 of these available. There are 12 in the set, and I'll hold them up close so you can see what they say. They're 1-word tags. Love, lucky, story, travel, wander, wish, noted, number 24/7, number 24/7, number 365, number 365, and found is what they say. 2 of those available. They are $5.99 per pack. And they're called Story Sticks. Those are in. Okay, those will be available still. Next up, I have the plot tokens. These are a package of, I think that says 18. Yep. And I have 2 of these available. These are $6.99 each. And those are in. These are just a flat coin size, about the size of a nickel. And they have little short quotes. Just one life, own your dreams, go, see, explore. Seen and noted, stay curious, do what you love. I don't know if this is going to show up because they're awfully small. But I'm going to hold that up. And hopefully you'll be able to see if I can get it to focus. Come on. They're just too tiny to focus. Anyway, there's 18 in the collection. Okay, those will both be available. Next, I have the Tim Holtz Tiny Clips. And there are 15 of them in the package. These are the most adorable little, I'm going to open one of them. They just make a really fun embellishment because they're so tiny, but they're still functional too. That's the size. $15 in the package. I have 2 available. And they are $5.99. And those are in. Hi, Ray. Glad you could join us. Okay, one of those is going to Cindy and one will still be available. Okay, next up I have the Field Notes Snippets Ephemera Pack. I have 2 available. These are $4.99 each. And they are field notes. Those are in. Now those have 134 pieces. There's a picture on the back side, but again, it's very small and I'm not sure it will focus. Oh, thank you, Ray. Okay, Cindy, I have you for one. That leaves 1 available. A lot of orphans today. Thank you, Cindy. I saw you said you were going out, and I don't think I said thank you for that. Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot of Super Bowl anticipation. I'm going to be wrapping it up here around 4 or 4:30 because we don't really watch pro football, but we never miss the Super Bowl. And we don't watch it so much for the game, although we do. We are Michigan University football fans, but we watch the Super Bowl for the commercials and sometimes the halftime show. I haven't even heard who it is this year. Does anybody know who's doing the halftime show? Okay, next up I have these cute little packages of tags. I love to use these for all kinds of stuff with my scrapbooks. I put them in pockets and use them for journaling. I will make like a little mini album and cut out smaller photos. Use the front part for the picture and the back side to tell about the picture. And then just kind of, I'll either staple them together or use a hinge contraption on them or put them together with a brad, one of those ring binders, all kinds of uses for them. But for $2 you get 20 in the package. And I have, let's see here, I have 10 of them. available. So we're going to do white tags. And they're $2 each. And that's in. Oh, Cindy, that's going to be interesting in your house today. Ray, that's kind of the same thing with me. We aren't big. We don't miss a Michigan college football game throughout the whole season. But when college football is over, pretty much our season is until Super Bowl Sunday. And then we sit down with our snacks and we laugh at the commercials. Or sometimes cry. I always like a good cry commercial too. Okay, Cindy, I have you down for the tags. Okay, next up we have Tim Holtz word plaques. Let me make sure I have those in the camera here. And these are 4 sayings. Got a glare there. It says, lost and found, use your wings, full of wonder, and live your story. I don't know how to hold it so that it's showing up without a glare. It's kind of a fun font they used on these. There's 2 of those available, $5.99 each, and those are in. Okay, those are still available. Next up, I have more of his ephemera. This one is called the Snippets Ephemera Pack. There are 111 pieces, and there is no picture on the back. So those I don't know whether to dump them out or not. They're just basically lots of more vintage style, I think this set is. If you want to see them, let me know, and I'll open one. Can't remember the name. Oh, Snippets. That's in. Okay, those will be available. Next up, I have the Tim Holtz Mummy Cloth. And this is 6 yards per pack. That is really a fun product to use. Multiple uses for making bows and gauzy backgrounds on a beach layout. Of course, Halloween mummies. I like to use the mummy cloth and just wrap it around a piece of cardstock and put on two Google eyes that are peeking out, and it makes the perfect mummy face. Just a couple of ideas there. It will tie into a bow, so it goes really good with shabby chic projects because it makes a kind of shabby bow. Fun stuff. And those are on the package price, $4.99. And those are in. I have two available. Next up, I have one of the Frank Garcia Memory Hardware Montmartre lashes. These are really nice for doing closures on albums, and it's also, you can make, what do they call, paper mache boxes or cigar boxes, and have a latch that goes on the front of the edges of them. And I only have one of these left, and they are $4.99. And that's in. They come with brads, the long brads, so that you can attach them to your album. There's 8 brads in there. Each piece takes 2 to attach it. So you use 4 on each latch. Okay, those will still be available. All right, next up I have 2 of the Dress My Craft. These are the mini rainbow hearts. And I don't know, maybe if I sit on that, it won't roll. Those are, I think they're resin, tiny resin hearts. They have 4 colors in here: blue, pink, purple, and white. And these are normally $3.49, but I'm going to clearance them out because of Valentine's Day being so close by. But you can use hearts year round. They're normally $3.49. We're going to do $2 on these. And these are for the hearts. That's in. Yes, Cindy, they work great for shaker cards. And they're flat, so you could actually glue them down on a page and make like a textured background or hearts spilling out. For that matter, you could send them to somebody inside of a card. And when they open the card, they fall all over the floor. I don't know if that's a nice thing to do or something you do to someone you're mad at. Okay, Cindy. Looks like you're the only taker, so you're getting both of them. All right, next up I've got some more Tim Holtz stuff. I'm trying to see if these are the same. I think I've got the large ones too. Oh, those are the clips. Okay, these are the mini fasteners. And they're $99 in each package. This means you get 33 of each color. Gunmetal, silvery color, copper, and aged brass. I believe these, yeah, these have the tops on them that look like a Phillips screwdriver screw. The little X's on them. And those are, where's my price here? On the back. Those are $3.99. Mini fasteners. Those are in. I think you're trying to say vellum, Cindy, but that's hilarious. Okay, no takers on those. Those will be available. Next up, we have the mini paper clips. 48 clips in each package. So there's, gosh, I can't do math in my head today. There's a bunch in there. 48. I was trying to break it down to how many of each. 16, I guess it would be. Those are $3.99 each also. And they are the mini paper clips. Those are in. Okay, Cindy, I have you down for 2. Well, I still have one left over, Cindy, so you can do both of them. There weren't any other takers. Okay, next up I have sets of butterfly charms. And we'll lay them out so you can see all the colors. There's a set of 5. They're $2.99 each set. There's a purple, a yellow, black and white, blue, and pink in the collection. And for size comparison, I'll lay one in my hand. Oops. So that you can see how big they are. About the width of a dime. Very pretty enamel finish on them. butterfly charms, set of 5 for $2.99. Those are in. Oh, and I do have 3 of these available. No takers on the charms, okay. Next up I have the scissor charm. This is a metal piece. They are not working scissors. It's just a flat back embellishment piece. They measure about, let's get it on the other side, about 2¼ inches. I have 3 of those left, and they're 99 cents each. And that is in. So those will be available. Next up I have, these are latch kits. They come with both brads and screws. So if you're wanting to put a latch on a wooden box, you can use the screws for it. If you're wanting to do it on paper crafting, you would use the brads. And you just line them up so that where you're poking the holes, this part hooks together like so, and then it just, to unlatch it, once you have it fastened down, this part swings out just like that. And I have multiples of these. I'll fill orders until I can. Those are 99 cents per set, and that gives you everything you need for one latch, and it comes with both the screws and the brads to attach to whatever your project might be. And those are in. Again, I have multiples. I probably have, I don't know, 20 of them. They make excellent mini album closures. Nobody's into latches, huh? Okay, and then I have packages of 5. The bullnose clips. These are the brass finish, normal size bullnose clips. 5 in a package for 99 cents. Those are in. 5 for $1. Can't beat that price. Okay, next up I'm going to start showing flowers, and what I'm doing today for one of my specials is buy two, get one free. And that'll be automatically discounted for you on your invoice. So you don't have to keep track other than if you're wanting to know how many sets you're buying. And these are going to be, where did I put my other basket? I'm looking while I'm trying to talk here. I'll find it. Okay, these are going to be a mix of Prima, 49 at Market. I can't remember what else is in there, but several different manufacturers. And I will try to list them as multiples or singles and let you know what I have multiples of. So the first one up is going to be the Rustic Blooms in Cranberry. Again, they're buy two, get one free. And they don't have to be the same price point either. You can do different ranges of prices, and I'll just figure it out based on equal or lesser value for the free one. So Rustic Blooms is first. And that one's in. Cindy, do you mean different manufacturers or different sets? Because I probably got 20 to 30 different styles, if that's what you're asking. And what I lay out on the table is the quantity that I have of each. Colors, oh gosh, I don't know. Everything under the sun. I've got purple, pink, navy blue, lavender, coral color, dark pink, light pink, white, a little bit of everything. Okay, so no takers on the cranberry. I have one of these. This is called Thistle, the florets. That one's in. Okay, Cindy, that one's yours. I have one of Enchanted Petals in Flamingo. And that one is $4.99. Okay, Cindy, that's yours. I have two Enchanted Petals in Twilight. Very pretty purple. Whoops, it'd help if I put it in there, huh? That one's in. Okay, any takers for Twilight? This is the same Enchanted Petals. This color is called Ballet Slipper. That one's in. Oh, that's a smart way to go. Okay, that's one for Cindy. Anybody else want the other one? Ballet Slipper. Okay, one for Cindy. That means one will be available. I have up next, this is Rustic Blooms, Marigold. That one's in. Again, these are going to be buy two, get one free. That's correct, Cindy. If you buy three that are the same price, then one of those will be free. But if you buy different prices, you'll be billed for the two higher price and the lower one will be free. Okay, no takers for Marigold. Next up we have Salsa. These are the florets. And those are $3.99. I have three available. These just came in this week. Okay, the next one up is Royal Spray in Passion Pink. There are 15 pieces in this collection, and I have 5 available. Again, they are called Passion Pink. And they are $6.99. No takers for that one. Those will be available. I have Garden Petals 12-piece set in Twilight. That is the last one available. That one's in. Next up, I have Ocean Jade. This is the Royal Posies collection. And these are the 3 sizes of flowers in the collection. Each one comes in a packet that separates them by size. So you're actually getting 3 different flower styles. 49 pieces total on those. And these are $6.99 each. Of the Ocean Jade, I have 5. And then I have it in Bashful pink. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those as well. You got my letters. We'll do A and B. Again, they are $6.99 and Royal Posies. No takers on those. Today is not a flower day for you ladies, huh? That's okay. Okay, next up. This one is called Royal Spray in Ivory. The neat thing about this one is that you can spray this with distress sprays or whatever your favorite brand is and color them however you'd like them to be. You can watercolor with paints and a brush, or you can just leave them ivory. I have 5 of these available. And they are $6.99 each. And that one's in. You can get some fantastic looks on those with sprays. I love messing around with them and just kind of spritzing them, because then they take on kind of an oriental lily look, you know, the speckled. I grow ones that are called Stargazer. And they have little dark spots all over them. Okay, those will be available. Any that look like wisteria. Let's see what I've got. Only a couple more in the box here, so we'll see what they are. These are not wisteria. These are called Majestic Bouquet Midnight Blue. They are not black, although they may look black on the camera. They're a deep navy blue. You can actually pull off a masculine look with flowers when you use these darker colors. Okay, I'm not understanding what you're asking. Are you wanting the color of wisteria or the type of flower like a wisteria? Let me know, and I'm going to go ahead and put this one in. Oh, okay. So wisteria style, I don't think I do. Okay, midnight is in. There's 2 of those available. Those are still available. Okay, up next I have the florets in soft lilac. 3. And those are $3.99 each. That's in. Hey Cindy, I have you for one. This is the Rustic Blooms in Blue Jay. Those are in. Okay, those are still available. One more in cranberry. This one is called Rustic Bouquet. And that one is $6.99. That's in. And then the last ones are also Rustic Bouquet. And they're in the Blue Jay color. And that one's in. Move those down. Okay, and one ivory. Let me pull that back out. Put them back in the box. Okay, next up I have a few more Tim Holtz product. These are his mirrored stars. I have 2 available. They are $4.99. Those are in. It comes with 70 in a package, and they are flat back, so you can apply them directly to your project. No takers for the stars. Those will be available. Next up, I have the ring fasteners. And again, I think I mentioned this before. These are the product that I use. It's a brad that has this embellishment cover over top of it that has a ring, jump ring attached to that. And they hang on a spine of a mini album, or I suppose you could put them on a flat page. But I tend to use them to make embellishments for the spine of a album. I'll add charms and beads and different doodads. But they're called ring fasteners. They are $3.99. And those are in. I have 2 available. Okay, Cindy, I have one for you. Next up, we have the loop pins. These are Tim Holtz also. 3 available. They're the old-fashioned style. I call them bulb pins. He calls them loop pins. They look like a light bulb to me. That's why I call them bulb pins. Those are $3.99. Those are in. These are fun for hanging from tags. Yeah, I think everybody calls them bulb pins. Tim just wanted his product, excuse me, to stand out. So we changed the name, I think. Okay, 2 of those for Cindy. That's 1 left. That one will be left available. Next up, I have the quote tokens from Ideology. These have been out quite a while, but they never get old. I always find those. I always have an open package, and I always find a use for them in my projects. So many cool quotes on them. Hold it up. I don't know that this will make a difference or not, but I'm hoping you can make out some of the sayings. Probably better if I just leave them to lay down here and you can zoom in on them. These are a nice heavy metal embellishment piece. And they're normally $7.99, but I'm going to mark them down today. We'll do $5.99. That's in. I have 2 available. Those will be available still. This is the long fasteners, which are brads, but they have the extra long shank on the bottom. So you can go through many, many layers. There's 99 in the package, 3 different colors. Bronze, aged brass, and copper are the 3 colors. And long fasteners are $3.99, and that's in. These do not have the Phillips head, like a screwdriver would go in them. They don't look like a screw. They're just rounded top. No embellishment. Okay, Cindy, I have you down for 1. Do here. It's in the wrong container there for a second. Okay, that is all of the Tim Holtz stuff, I believe. I might have a couple more, I'm not sure, in my other basket. Okay, I'm going to go over to, switch over to the kits that I have done up. They take a little bit longer to show through each one, so I want to make sure I give myself time to show those today. So I'm going to switch up. Actually, let's go ahead and do a door prize while I'm switching things up. Okay, let's do a number between 1 and 15. I've got a pre-chosen number there I'll lay down. So go ahead and put in your number in the chat. Any number between 1 and 15. Watch that your number doesn't come up chosen by someone else. If it does, then you'll need to delete it and pick a different number. And that's in, so go. We'll wait about 2 minutes to get everybody's numbers in while I get my kits out. Do we have a lag? I'm not seeing anybody's numbers yet. Door prize numbers 1 through 15. Oh, it cut off my numbers. I must have hit send too soon. I'll retype it. Cindy, you're okay. I already see your 7 up there. Yeah, it cut it off for some reason. I think we must have a lag here today or something. It says we have people watching, but nobody's putting in numbers. About 1 more minute. Pick a number between 1 and 15. Entry for a door prize. Yeah, that's kind of odd. I'm not sure what's going on. If you're out there just watching, can you leave me a message to make sure that I am aware that there's not an issue with the feed or the chat? Anybody? Cindy, or maybe just me and you in there. Okay, Doria, thank you. I think everybody's just distracted getting ready to do Super Bowl stuff. Kind of wondered about that, if it was going to be an issue or not. Okay, so it's not much of a drawing when we have one entry. Not quite sure what to do right here. I guess it just goes to you, Cindy. I will show my number, which was 10. And guess what? Cindy was closest. This is your door prize, Cindy. It's tulips, laser cut chipboard. Those are very fun to paint use embossing powder with them. Fun Flock makes them fuzzy. So those are for you. Thank you. All right, next up. I have, oh goodness, let's see here. I think I counted 30 kits that I have done. You know what, Cindy? I can change it out to something else. I'll just pick out something else for you if you don't use that. Let's see here. Do you like washi tape? Because that was another door prize I was going to do. Throw a surprise in your box. Okay. Will do. All right. Let's see here. Where do I want to start with this? I have I have too many boxes in my way is what I have. Make sure these show up on screen here. This is a collection from Kaisercraft called Miss Betty. And it's a sewing theme. Don't tell me la 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 la. Oh, is that like plugging your ears and saying I'm not listening to you? Anyway, this is my first kit that I've got up for offer today. This one is by Kaisercraft. And again, it's called Miss Betty. This is a fun theme that I did up. Let me make sure I can get this out without messing everything up. I'm going to show this backwards than what I normally do. Normally, I go through the papers first. But being that I have this one all on a doily specialty paper, it pulled out really easy for me. So what we have in it is everything's sewing themed. This packet has the little bobbin cards to wrap thread on. I think there's 3 in there. A thimble that is a pewter color thimble. Miniature thread spool, wooden, has the hole through it so you can use it like a bead. There are charms. I'm going to go ahead and open it to show the charms. If they'll dump out. I get everything except what I was after. There is a sewing machine, a scissors, a pin cushion, which is really cute, the old-fashioned tomato style. My grandma had one. And then a spool of thread. So those are the charms. And then we have this is the coordinating lace and trims, some ribbon, and that's all on a card with a bow tied through the loop there. We have 2 different types of, these are metallic, but they're pink metallic or maybe rose gold, depending on how the light hits them. One is a cord and the other one is the oh, what do they call this stuff? Having a mind blank here. Rick Rack. Then we have a set of die cut pieces that coordinate with the papers. Anything from buttons to roses. This one looks like the top of a spool of thread. Musical score. Little note cards. Ledger paper. Stitching sampler. Roses. We have a chipboard piece that is scissors and a spool of thread, buttons, a bobbin for a sewing machine, just a paper edger. We have paper doilies in 4 colors, white, chocolate brown, pink, and turquoise. And then we have a tiny doily that is crocheted. We have this large doily, specialty paper that was made to coordinate with the Miss Betty collection. It's called Embroidered Doily. Nice detail there. A little brown mini paper sack. Makes a great pocket for a journaling tag. We have 3 crocheted pearl flowers, pearl centered. Now everything's stuck. We have a large pink paper clip, one of those bulb pins that we were talking about, and then one of these antique pins. We have a package of coordinating buttons, another set of charms. Maybe if I lay them out on this white, it will show better. Scissors, a ruler, a hanger, and a silver sewing machine. And then we have wooden cutouts that were made by Kaiser Craft for this set. I love the little mini ruler. And then all these buttons, the roses, and the sewing machine. So now I'm going to pull all of this down back in the center here so you can see it again. Still not going to be able to see all of it, but we'll try. And there's a saying, "You are so wonderful." All right. Try and get this recentered a little bit. That looks a little better. So there is all of the components. Now I'm going to show the papers that come with the collection. First up we have patterns. And then the rulers. I love this. The colors in this one really stand out. It speaks to me. And we have a, whoops, I think I got 2 of them there. Yeah. A rose pattern. The reverse side is pink. We have a wood grain with, gotta get it centered here, A little vignette in the bottom corner that has doilies and buttons and lace. The ruler again. Some thread. Just a really pretty corner there. The back side looks like a crocheted tablecloth. Then we have this one with more of the vintage papers and a rose print. The bright roses and turquoise, very pretty. And a pastel pink with polka dots. This one has a saying across the bottom. Now I've got to check. I don't think all of them have sayings, but they do have where the UPC code is. The back side has a usable embellishment. I forgot that Kaiser Craft did that. So now I want to go back and check them off. This one has another saying. This one has a ruler. That one has a saying. This one has buttons. This is the next one. You could cut this apart doing fussy cutting and use all the different elements, or use it as a background collage piece. That one has a saying on the back side with the stitching. And then there's a sticker sheet. It has border strips. This lace border is very lovely. These are individual stickers with the butterflies. Then we have more sayings on the bottom. And then these look to be like ticket stubs. They have the little, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, the little divots cut out of them to make them look like entrance tickets. Okay, so that is the collection. This is Miss Betty and all of her parts and pieces. And this one, I only have one. Matter of fact, these papers are discontinued. They're no longer available. So she is a collectible. And this is the Miss Betty kit. And it's going to be $24.99. And that one is in. No takers for Miss Betty, huh? Okay. Oops. Alrighty. Next one up is called Yesterday. And this is from Lemoncraft out of Poland. I have 2 of these available. This one is not one that I showed you the other day, Cindy. I had this done up with my other packets and didn't realize that it was skipped over. And I know that you had asked about Lemoncraft. So this one will be new to you. Everything's getting hung up on the sticky part there. Come on out of there. Okay. Yesterday collection. And this includes a glassine bag, the cut apart sheet that is made to coordinate with the paper collection. It's journaling cards. There's a G45 vanilla tag in here, a glassine envelope, 2 coordinating doilies, the trims package, ribbon, this wide lace that is just incredibly gorgeous. And then this is a taffeta trim that's 3-dimensional as the base piece, and then a vine attached to that, and then little flowers with pearl centers along the running along the vine. Then we have this little bag of embellishments. We have a cloisonne flower with rhinestone center. These are the Martha Stewart corner pockets that you can attach right to the page with glue. And they used to be used as photo corners, where you would put them out like this. So that they make a square corner. And then your picture would be held by the pockets. But nowadays you can use them for a, pretend this one is not one of these, it's a tag. Make a tag pocket out of that and use them single throughout your paper crafting. So there's different options. You can use those, what their original use was, or just as a single pocket. 2 of the coordinating wide paper clips. I love these things. They're so chunky and fun. I have added 3 of the pearl centered flowers. This bow. I don't know if these are showing up on this paper really well. Wasn't the plan. A silver bullnose clip. This is one of the Tim Holtz acetate butterflies from his original collection before he colorized all of them. This is the black and white. But look at how nice it stands out against a light colored paper. I wish he hadn't colored all of them, because I use these to color with markers and make them whatever shade I want them to be. But they discontinued these, and now he has just the colored, pre-colored collection. This is a pearl bow, flat back, a pearl rose, a turquoise rose with rhinestone embellishments all the way around it, a silver key, another pearl tiny bow, a filigree heart, a very beautiful butterfly, white with gold embellishment, also flat on the back, so it can be attached right to your project. This is a heart-shaped brad And then we have this little string of pearls tied in a bow. So all of those are the embellishments. And these come as a pad glued together. So I'm going to have to do this. All to the side. The back side of the cover on Lemoncraft is always a pattern or something that you can cut out, some kind of usable images and features on there. So this one is just a solid paper. Then we have the crackle. We have a pink lace. Or the lace is white, the pink is the background. This one is beautiful. It's got that very delicate filigree imagery on top of a, looks like a ledger paper. Vintage handwriting. Very pretty. The back side of that is that light, I don't want to call it turquoise, it's more of a robin's egg blue. The polka dots. This one's a quilt pattern. Also very pretty. Then we have the clock. This is another favorite. More of that robin's egg patterns. The rose. Such a beautiful paper collection. There's kind of a taupe and dusty pink. Same with this one, that dusty pink shows up throughout the wood grain. Then it's got filigree over top of that. Softens it very nicely. And then there's the robin's egg blue background with the lace. So that is the paper collection. The accessories. Get this all laid out for you. Oh, and it comes with this little bag. It's half of a bag there. That one is called Yesterday by Lemoncraft. Okay. And that one's going to be 22. That's in. I believe I have 2 of those available. If I can find the other one, I'll let you know. Yes, I have 2 available of those. There's the other one. Oh, Cindy, you have the paper you're looking for coordinations for what the embellishments. Well, this way you would get the embellishments and a backup paper pad. Okay, the next one that I have is also from Lemoncraft. I have two of these available. Get this out of the way here. This one is called Elegance. Yeah, that's what the cut apart thing is in these kits. The one that I showed in here is one of those embellishment sheets that you're talking about. That is the sheet, but it's already cut apart. I did the work for you. If you're interested in just getting the kit contents without the paper, let me know and I'm willing to do that. Because it's easy enough to just pull it out of the paperback. Okay, next up is Elegance. This is, they have a ballerina on the cover, but it doesn't really strike me as a ballet theme when I flip through the papers. I'll go through the papers on this one first and I'll show you what I'm talking about. The front cover has this, and don't get me wrong, it's beautiful, but it's not really a ballet themed paper. That's the inside of the front cover. Again, they make it a usable piece, which I love. This one's got a very subtle floral print. I hope it's showing up. My camera shadow is terrible right there. I don't know if it's better to pull it up or leave it laying down. Probably laying down you can see more than just my shadow. This one's beautiful too. But it's not screaming ballet in any way, shape, or form, is it? This one is gorgeous. Usually the B side of any paper collection is not my favorite, but I think when comparing that one to the other side, I don't know, they're both pretty. That's one of those ones I would have trouble deciding which one to use. This is a very soft blush rose. I never know if my lighting is showing up well enough to show the colors. This one's a brick pattern. But yeah, there's no ballerina in sight except for our lady on the cover. And then I need a light colored surface to show these, so I'm going to flip that over. This is the laces and trims that go with the collection. I'm going to hold that up because it's not really showing up well. And I want you to see the details. Okay. And then we have the memory hardware frame. And there is one of those on one of the papers inside. So that coordinates really well. I have the glassine bag. I have a pink rose embossed flap on that envelope. the embossed glassine bag. And just for that ballet person out there, I did throw in a ballerina die cut, keeping our theme alive, our non-theme theme. Cindy, I agree. It's more about the roses. All right, we have a glassine envelope, a pink pearlized flat back, the same pearl bow in the other kit that you saw, and that pearl bow. In this one we have 3 of the flowers with a pearl center. We have a number 5 charm, a pink round pearl, a white oval eyelet, a piece of a rose cameo lattice piece. Needs to be trimmed right there, but this whole cameo part and the trims on here are totally framing it and usable. I have a larger crochet pink flower, a heart applique, a floral center doily, a pink floral applique, a pink butterfly, and a pink paper doily. So that is Elegance. Let me pull all this down now that I've got it laid out here so you can see everything. This is for the one who loves the pink. And I have 2 of these available, Lemoncraft Elegance. And those are in. Okay, it doesn't look like there's any takers on that one either. Are you more interested? Let me know, those of you that are still out there, more interested in paper collections, the kits, or smaller items? Give me a sense of direction, what you want to see here. And we'll go whichever way the crowd wants. Hi, Jelly Bean, how are you? Okay, somehow I've got to manage to flip this back over without tossing the whole lot. So Cindy, you want to still look at kits? That's getting your vote? Okay. Now I'll put this back in its bag. This is the one that was sticky and giving me lots of trouble here. Oh, that's right. You were moving, weren't you? How's that going? Okay, Cindy, so you would like to see more individual stuff. What I'm thinking is embellishments kits without the paper that would work with a variety of different paper collections. Is that kind of around your thought process there? And then they would have a lower price point. Because I can take, using this kit as an example, I could take this apart and individually price embellishments. And then they could go with whatever paper that you want to place them with or that you might already have. Maybe we'll try that in my next sale. We'll have embellishment kits instead of collection kits. Jelly Bean, I'm not sure what you mean. My dyed paper packs? Let me know what you're talking about. Oh, coffee dyed. I don't have those. Tea and coffee dyed papers. Nope, you've got me confused with somebody else. I don't do those. I have made coffee dyed tags. That's been years ago, and I used them all in one project, and the whole thing smelled like a cup of coffee when I finished it. It was great. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the albums that I have available. I pulled out a box that had albums that I forgot that I had ordered. They were extras that were left over from a class. I put them all in a box, and you know how that goes, out of sight, out of mind. So those are all sitting here. And then I've also got some journals that I wanted to get out. And I'm going to try to talk while I'm getting these out. Lay them out so you can have a preview of what's coming up. Oh, what have I got stuck here? There we go. Sorry, it's on the second shelf of this unit that I have, and it's kind of buried underneath the top part. So I'm having to dig around. And I just bumped my camera, didn't I? That's okay, we'll get it recentered. Okay. Most of these are going to be a quantity of one. Because again, they are samples of class kits that I've done in the past, and I order them to have them on hand, and then I end up with extras that I store in boxes and forget about. Okay, so let's go ahead. First things first, this is one of Frank Garcia's large memory hardware albums. However, I want to be upfront about it. There is a corner. Am I on screen here? No, down here. Up here. Okay. There's a corner right here that has been crunched, and it arrived to me that way. It was going to cost me more to ship it back to the manufacturer to get the replacement than what it was worth. So I kept it, but it does have that little flaw in the corner, and I want you to be aware of that right from the get-go. They're beautiful albums, the thick chipboard pages inside, but it has that little crunched part right there, and that could probably be covered with a strip of lace or ribbon or a piece of paper, whatever you want to do to disguise that. But it does have a flaw. That's my whole point of telling you. These retail for $12.99, and I'm going to move these out of my way here. I'm going to put it up for $10. So that's a $3 savings because it has a little boo-boo on the corner there. So that's in. First me gets it. Okay, I'm scrolling up to read your comments. Oh, you're talking about the G45 tag pocket, Cindy? I believe that's the package that's on its way to you. You bought a large and a small. I think. They were both in the same box. Jelly Bean, it's just the cover that's damaged on there. Let me hold it up so you can see. It's just that little wrinkled corner. Enough to make it not perfect condition. But all of the rest of it, all the other corners are fine. None of the pages were affected. It's like it got squished in the packaging or something on the way here. And it has 6 chipboard pages inside, but none of those are damaged. Okay, so that one is 10. That one's going to be available. believe so, Cindy. I would have to check your invoices to make sure. But I know the large one was one of the items I had to order for you. We were holding the order for that stuff to come in. I honestly can't remember if the small one was in there or not now. This one is the small. And this is the ivory. It's the ATC tag and pocket album. 4 double-sided pocket pages and 4 of the cardstock tags. And that's the smaller ATC size. And this retails for $11.69. And I'm going to have that one for $9 today. That's in. Jelly bean, no, I do not. You mean the Tim Holtz one? Cindy, the way I see it is you can never have too many of them, right? And you might have gotten the one in black. So then you'd have one of each color. But again, I'll have to check. And I can't access that right now because I have to do my my phone to access it. It sends me a text password. All right, you want this one? That is yours. And I call it white, but it's actually ivory. Jelly bean, I think I can order that still. I think it's still available through my distributor. If you want, I can get a price for you and get back to you with that. Okay, next up we have the G45 Trifold Waterfall Folio Album. This has magnetic closures on this edge of the front cover, and it opens up this way. Opens up into 3 panels, and the 2 outside, nope, I'm saying that backwards, opens into 3 panels, and the inside, oh, it's on picture, that helps. I knew there were 2 waterfall folios in there, but they're not on the front cover, they're on the back, and this one is so that the the pictures are horizontal. Okay, I'm going to stop, reboot my brain. The pictures on this one are vertical, so that when you have vertical 4x6, they show vertical. These ones are horizontal, so they're the side-by-side pictures, side to side. Then we have the punch-out pocket right there that will hold all of your memorabilia. A slash pocket, 6, let's see, the horizontal fall has 6 sheets. The flap has a magnet in it, so that holds it in place. The vertical fall has 6 sheets and has a magnet that holds it in place side by side. The middle pocket is 7 1/4 by 7 1/4, and the slash pocket is 5 by 7, and then it has a magnetic closure on the cover that holds it all in place. That was a lot of talking about this album. These are, I don't have a price on it. Oh goodness. Hold on just a second. I need to get a price on that. They are still available if more than one of you wants to get one of these, let me tell you what they will run. And I'm actually getting ready to do a class featuring one of the trifold albums. So if you want to get that and have it up ahead of time, the G45 trifold. Where are you? Of course, it brings up 1,000 pages. Sorry about this, but I want to get you the accurate information. Okay, they sell for $16.50, and the craft is now discontinued. You can only get black or ivory if I order one for you. This is the craft one, and then they have the ivory like the one I just previously showed, and then it also comes in just black. So $16.50, black or ivory are available. And these will be a pre-order. That's in. Okay, you want to keep the ATC one? That's fine. Okay, while I'm there, I'm going to look up that field notes stamp. Do you know if that's a Stampenda stamp by any chance? Stampers Anonymous is what's coming up. Let me know if that's the one that you're talking about, Jellybean. Because I did find a 7 by 8.5 inch stamp. I wish I had a way to show you a picture. Okay, it's a collage background. Let's see what it says on there. Looks like there's a field label, the word condemned, lots of different numbers, a bird stamp, like a postage stamp, a butterfly, very botanical looking identification check, this side up. Does that sound like the right one? Okay, good. All right, the retail price on it, now I just went to the wrong, $29.95. I would do, oh, that's Cindy. I thought you said you have it. Okay, it's $29.95 to order. I could get it for you for, take $3 off, $26.95. And that would be in about a week. You can let me know. Oh, that's okay, Cindy. I just read the wrong name. Okay, so no takers on the folio album. And the next one I have up, this is the Dina Wakley Media Journal. And it has a band on it. Oh, no wonder it won't come off. It's already open. This is the cover there. This is a art journal and multi-surface journal for doing mixed media. And I think there's a couple of, now they're saying it's not in. I hope they didn't discontinue this, because I was going to get another one for myself. It's not coming up at all. Maybe under Ranger. Now we'll search journal. Sorry, I thought I had written the price on this one, and I obviously didn't. Okay. The Media Journal 10 by 14 in black has 54 pages. This is a really cool album because not only does it have canvas and watercolor papers, but it also has oh my gosh, I can't believe my brain today. What is this stuff called? It's on the tip of my tongue. I hate when I do that. Burlap. Good grief. Then we have the canvas. More watercolor paper. Another sheet of canvas, and it folds out. Just very, very artistic ideas coming to mind here. Burlap. But it kind of rotates. And then we have cardstock weight papers. And it's just repeating variety from there, I believe. But can you imagine how creative you could get in one of these? Just painting one day, stamping another, embossing, alcohol inks, gel pens, you name it. You could get one heck of a creative vibe going. And I've always thought I would like to do just one night a week online group where I could do journaling. And so I'm thinking about starting one. And that's why I'm showing this album. They run, let's see. The new price on my distributor's page is $34.99, but I can order them and I will do them, take the $4.99 and do a flat $30 on these. And again, this is something I can have in about 5 days, and it is called the Dina Wakley Media Journal for doing mixed media with acrylic paints, mediums, gessos, scribble sticks, and more for endless creative possibilities. The cover is 7 3/4 by 10 1/4, and it's a nice hard chipboard weight. The pages are 7 1/4 by 10. So that is the album. My proposal is if you order one of these, I'm going to do a free Finnabair class cover on to show you how to do that. I'll give you a supply list and whatever you have of your own supplies already. It's a class that I took that Finnabair herself taught, and it would be based on her supplies and techniques and follow the class to the T. It took about almost 4 hours for us to complete the class that I took. So it would be something we would plan ahead of time. And I'm going to offer that along with the $4.99 price drop to anyone that purchases one of these albums today. And then you'll have the media journal with the decorated cover all ready to go if you want to meet up with me to do the media pages in an online format. So I'm putting that in right now. And this is to order you, that's in, to order the media journal and to get the class supply list to do the Finnabair class. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining us. So again, I'm going to go back over that. The album sells for $34.99. I've knocked off the $4.99, so it's $30. And with the purchase of the album, you would get access to the Finnabair class, which, in all honesty, I paid $75, but that included the materials. Well, some of them. Some of them you had to procure yourself. But it was a $75 class for this, so that would be at no cost to you. You would have to get the supplies, and I can help you with that if you don't have them. It's a mixed media cover that she did. Really fun, lots of neat techniques. And then if you wanted to do just a weekly chat type thing, while I work on my journal, you work on yours, that type of thing. Okay, then we also have, because I can't ever make up my mind when I look at these things, the same album idea, but this one is the blue edition. And for some reason, this one is $10 less than the black, but it has just as much interest, except for 54 pages versus 26. And then this one has denim, which I think this would be really cool to do stitching. You could actually take a needle and embroidery floss or baker's twine, watercolor papers, white burlap, and I guess those are the three that they rotate throughout this album. But they're really cool, kind of off the beaten path design elements, but again, it's the same size. This one, because it has denim in it, is thicker with just 26 pages versus 54. The blue is actually a little bit thicker, which I found interesting, but it's because it's all those sheets of denim. So that one is also available. That one is $25. And we're going to put that in here. Blue edition. And that is in. Okay. No takers for that one. All right, next up I have the Dilutions Creative Journal. This one measures 8.375 by 5.6. So what is that? 8 3/8 by 5 5/8 inches. The pages are 5 by 8. It closes with this elastic strap that just swings to the other side. And then the inside has a pocket envelope right there on the inside cover. And then this is just blank white, off-white journal pages. But this is for their unlined papers, 48 pages, creative journal. And that is more made for, it's a matte off-white heavy cardstock, more for using the inks and sprays, techniques using water, watercolors, any of those types of mediums, stencils, stamps, but it can take the wet process because of the type of paper that's in there. So that one is the Dilutions Creative Journal. And that's $14.99. That one's in. I only have the one in stock, but I can order more of these as well. Okay. Next one up is the Finnabair Mixed Media Journal. This one is, where's the measurements? Gotta look this one. When all else fails, get out the ruler. I'm not seeing any measurements on here. On the back of this. Maybe inside on that. Nope. Okay. We're measuring the old-fashioned way. 7 by 9 1/4 on the cover. The pages inside are just a smidge under 7 by 9. Okay, so these have different mixed media surfaces. The first are cardstock weight paper pages. Then we have the divided plastic pockets. Looks like 4 by 6 and maybe 3 by 4, 3 by 3s. I'm not sure what they measure. We'll have to get the thing out again. Oh, this is actually 5 by 6 and 3.5 by 3. So there's two 3.5 by 3s and a 5 by 6. Two of those pockets. Then we have the craft cardstock weight papers. And I think those go to the end where there's a slash pocket. And then there's also a tie pocket in the front, like a coin envelope. And that goes all the way over under this belly band thing they have on here. I can't show you the edge, but it looks to be about a 5 by 7 size. And then the whole thing closes with this knob and the elastic, elastic closure. So there are 12 craft and 12 plain white sheets, 2 plastic sleeves, the pocket and the slash pocket, the envelope pocket and slash pocket. 28 pages. It's advertising. And I don't believe this is sold anymore. I think it's a discontinued item. So we're going to do 14 on it. I know it was around $17.99 when it was available. Because it's got Finnabair's name on it, it costs more. Oops, I forgot to put the journal thing on there. It's in $14. I'll add journal. Finnabair journal. So that'll be available. Next up, we have a watercolor paper mixed media pad. This one is by Master's Touch. It says versatile heavyweight paper for all types of artwork, accepts wet and dry mediums. It is 5.5 by 8.5, 60 sheets of 110 pound paper, and it's all the same. That one sells for $7.99. We'll do that one for $6. That one's in. Up next, I have a Smash album. And these are called Smash albums because they get so thick that it was a nickname. The company itself gave the album because everything gets smashed in between the pages. So this one is a little bit different. It's got elements in it already that are, some are photographs, some are just, oh, come on. It's got so many things in it already that it's hard for the pages to turn. The beginning here. It's got graphic arts throughout it, ledger paper, skip some, different design elements. So it kind of gives you a jumping off point if you're new at doing mixed media and you don't know how to make a background. This one will give you that head start, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. And then it's got places for you to write favorites, 5 things you love about life, inspirational sayings, See, there's half of the year, so it's got to have the other half in here somewhere too, I would assume. Anyway, fun little album. And this one we're going to do for $5. And that's in. This next one is a class that I did for a travel album. And it's kind of along the journal style. We did a decorative cover, a hang tag on the outside here, and added some extra elements to the pages by tearing, cutting the pages in half, gluing two together to make a pocket, all different types of things that you can do with this larger size. I would fold over and put a crease there, add a bit of lace on the edges. We did a whole lot of different types of pockets. Trying to think what else. Adding tags for flip out elements. So this actually holds a lot of potential, even though the pages are just blank. Well, they're not blank. They have a really nice aged pattern, but you're starting with a blank canvas and making your own artwork happen in this. This pocket is an envelope with a flap, so you can put memorabilia in there. We added a piece on the side right here of this paper to make a pocket to hold even more things. Being it was a journal travel theme, I put maps. The photos that I added to mine are of Oregon and Washington State. So I have maps of the places that we went, Crater Lake, the Redwoods, the park maps that they give you. So it holds a lot of weight. It's got a really cool cover. This is made by 7 Gypsies, and these are $17.99 for the album. And I'm going to go ahead and do 15 on those today. And that's 7 Gypsies. I have 2 available, and those are in. Okay, Cindy, I have you down for 1. There's 1 left. Any other takers? Okay, I believe that is all of the albums that I have. I'm going to move this stack over so I don't have an avalanche. I'm telling you, ladies, I'm not drinking wine or anything, and I still am not able to speak today. Just got this really weird, brain is going faster than my tongue, something. I do not know what is going on. Okay, Next up, I have two pre-made albums that I am going to do a little presentation on. These are fabric albums, and I'm just untying the one so I can get inside it quicker. These are also classes that I have done in the past, and I don't have room to keep all of my samples, so I'm going to offer these up. This one was one where we did the appliques and then we did hand painting. That was a fun technique to do. So that flower has been hand painted. There's several different layers of laces and trims that make up the cover. This can be personalized with a name or date by putting a piece in the pocket there. And then these are the fabric albums from Canvas Creations. And they are, I'm trying to remember, I think they're 6.5. Let me measure just to make sure. Yep, 6.5 to the seam. So you can get like a mini album, 6x6 paper in these albums, which means they will hold a full-size photo. Okay, so the layout. First page is a side pocket made with the lace. This pulls out and it's double-sided, so you can get 2 photos on that. This one is a pocket. Oops, here I go again. The butterfly and the lace trim, and then this is a die cut piece. Got a fuzzball on there that does not want to leave. All of the edges of the pages on these albums are bordered with lace. So it gives it that really nice shabby chic appearance. This one has 2 journaling card pullouts. I'm going to scoot this over and down, which seems totally wrong, but the angle that my camera is sitting at, I guess that's where it wants to be. So another side pocket. This one has a charm, 2 more journaling pieces, and a tag that's been inked. Nice metal embellishment on the corner down here. I tend to grab the lace to flip the pages on them because that's the edge of the page now. 2 more pullouts. This tag sits in a glassine envelope that was folded up, and then the bottom formed a pocket to hold the smaller pieces. 2 pieces of paper doily and 2 little ticket items that could be used for journaling. Now I can't get them back in without messing up the doily. A nice lace trim across the top. This one is a fold over flap made out of a glassine. You know, I'm always telling you I use them to make the pocket flaps. Well, now you're seeing an example. This is just a recipe card that's been stamped and inked. And that goes back in the pocket like so. That flips open. This one has a tag attached to the lace trim, a lobster claw charm of a butterfly. This tucks in behind the trim. This one is a flip out, I believe. Nope, it's just one. I've done them before where that's a trifold and it opens to do more pictures, but that's a single. More pullouts. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is mesh, tool mesh netting. And all I did was put it through a slide buckle to gather it in the middle there. This is the other painted flower tag that goes into one of those small bags. And then this is open underneath so you can add items under there too. And we have a doily pocket, 2 more tags. And then this one, the pocket is actually a piece of the lace fabric. I made a flap out of a doily, and then this is open so the items can be slid and stored in behind the lace. And then just a little embellishment on the top there. And then we have the back cover. The whole thing ties shut. Makes a wonderful memento keepsake for all kinds of photos and treasures. So that's a handmade, and we're going to put that in. We're going to do this one as an auction. And we get a timer going here for 1 minute. Sorry, it's wanting to do 30 seconds for some reason, and I keep telling it no. All right, save. And that one is in. 1 minute, starting at $25. $30 seconds. And time is up. And we have no bids, so that will be available. Okay, I have one more of those. This one I won't take as much time explaining it because a lot of the techniques are the same. Same lace edges and that such. This one has more of a, I'm not going to say all out Irish, but it has Irish theme to it, I guess. But it could be springtime or it could just be somebody that likes green. This is a lacing technique with corset lacing. You can tuck things in and out of the pockets that the crossbars make there, just like so. This one is a corner pocket from a piece of lace that actually came from Ireland. I went to a shop while I was in Northern Ireland and went kind of crazy with my purchases. This one is an altered guest check. It's just been inked. The corner folded over, a flower and button. Can be used for journaling. Add a photo to the back. Tucks in the pocket. Lined with buttons. This one is a old time card. I picked up a bundle of them at a antique shop somewhere, and with some fancy folding, I folded it in half and then folded it down to make a flap. So you can pretty much make a pocket out of anything. Again, the back is open to hold photos and whatnot. This one is a tag that has a key attached to it just for embellishing. And that fits, well, normally. Slides down in that pocket. This one is a bank envelope. And this is one where I did it as a flap. So you can do a photo here, the embellishment. This opens up here. You could put a photo there and tuck in whatever you want. This one will be open for a pocket as well. So just a different way to use an envelope. Again, this is one of those tags that we had earlier. A folding technique that you can do to use them and make a photo portfolio. This one I held shut with a tiny clip, and the whole thing goes back in the pocket. This is a glassine envelope. One of those Tim Holtz quote tokens, I think they're called, on a tag. Another glassine bag that's been folded and made into a pocket. Some vintage coupons. All of that slides back together and tucks into the pocket here. This one is just a tiny bag that's attached. You could untie it and put, I guess, I collect pressed pennies from when I travel, and that's the first thing that came to mind. I would put a pressed penny that was from wherever I was traveling in there. This one has a tag with a couple of the old collectible stamps stuck on the bottom. This one's like a bingo card. This one has a metal edge tag saying there could be a photo on the back. Lots of pockets that I make in these. This is a little coin envelope. It has more of the vintage tickets. Another stamp. This piece over here is a die cut, laser cut piece of chipboard. Here's one of those Tim Holtz fasteners used just as a dangle. You could put a charm on there, a round tag with a tiny photo, all kinds of embellishment uses you could do with that. And then there's another bingo card, and that's the back. Now you'll notice the difference here. I cut off the tie that put the album together. This part on the blue one, because I wanted to show off the laces a little bit more on this one. And a lot of these are from that same shop in Ireland. So I wanted the laces to be a focus right there instead of that big bow that the tie makes. So again, I'm going to put that one at $25 auction, and we're going to call this the Irish theme, even though it could be more than that. It just kind of looks Irish, and St. Patrick's Day is coming up. Let me get my timer going. And that one's in. 1 minute. Maybe I tend to think of it as an Irish theme because my last name is Irish. And the front cover on this one is also a pocket with that lace cut out, and it's got the thing for personalizing it. Library book plate. "20 seconds. Okay, no takers on that one. That will be available as well. Okay, I had said that I was going to run through 4 to 4:30, and it's a little after 5, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and call it a day, because I know a lot of people are getting ready to do their Super Bowl kickoff at 6:30, and we are one of them, and I need to go start some dinner. So we're going to end with another door prize drawing. Pulling out a number, and my pad here. My number is under this little pad. Oops, what happened there? Sorry, my window just shrank down. I had to get it to come back open. Okay. Pick a number between 1 and 15. We'll do again. And that's in. Okay, we're giving about 20 more seconds. And this will go to the closest without going over. All right, I'm going to put in a stop. Get your numbers in. Okay, the stop is in. The number is 4. Okay, Donna, you are the closest with 3. And this is your prize. It is a brooch type pin. It works like a safety pin, but it's larger, so you can wear it on a lapel collar. I use them in crafting all the time too. I've used them to secure a roll on a snippet roll, the fabric decorative rolls. I've also used it by gluing it right to the spine of a mini album. Just makes it really decorative. You can open it and add beads onto the closure part there. Slide them up towards this end, and then when you close it, it'll have an accent of beads for a pop of color there. Just get creative with it, or just wear it as jewelry, whatever option floats your boat. So that is for you. And with that, I'm going to be doing another sale next week that's going to be more one-of-a-kind, smaller items. Not one-of-a-kind, but I mean that I have one of. I'm also going to get out my latest collection of lace and trims that are sold by the yard. I'll have more of my bundles of joy kits that are the snippet rolls sold in a bundle. You can use those on all kinds of things, from cards to scrapbook albums to making snippet rolls, or whatever you need, just a 6-inch piece of lace or whatever. Those are bundles that I make up, and I will be doing up a bunch of those this week. And the sale is probably looking like it's going to be next Thursday. I have to wait to hear back from my mom. She had some test work done, and I'm going to go be with her at the doctor when the test results come in, because she doesn't always remember everything as it's told. And when we hear back from her, she's confused on lots of different issues. So I have to be there. And there's a possibility that that's going to be this week. I should know on Monday, and then I'll set up a date. And if you're on my email list, you'll get an email that will tell you when the sale will be. Jelly Bean, it will be an evening sale if it's a weeknight. So probably looking at 6:30 on Thursday. That's my ideal time. But that could be subject to change if that's the day that I have to go to the doctor with my mom, because she lives 3 hours north of me. And I can't be everywhere at once on those days. So tell your friends. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up on the YouTube channel and subscribe. And then that way you'll know when I do put it out there, because the subscription will give you a notice in advance. But other than that, I want to thank everybody for coming today, and we look forward to getting together again later in the week, next week. Have a great Super Bowl party, if that's where you're headed, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.